Welcome to another episode of Family Gamer TV. I'm with Joel Seider, who is involved with the Harry Potter games. What's your role in that game?
Well, I'm the creative director on the project.
And what does that involve?
Well, basically, my job is twofold. One is to work on the design of the game, but then also to just help manage it and make sure that it gets done.
Mm-hmm. And so this is the Harry Potter Kinect game, is it?
Yes, this is Harry Potter for Kinect. It's basically the first Harry Potter game that's been designed from the ground up with Kinect, and it's exclusive for Kinect.
Okay, because there have been other games from Harry Potter that have used the Kinect controls, but they've been sort of an addition.
Exactly.
Rather than...
Yeah, those other games, they've basically been kind of separate add-on modes, whereas this was designed from the ground up on Kinect, and it's the only way you can play it.
Yeah, so there won't be a PlayStation Move version?
No.
A Wii U version?
No.
And how does that change, well, how you make the game, but then how the game plays?
Well, I think really it allows us to do a couple things. One is we are targeting this game to a slightly younger audience, and so we wanted to really give the player the sense that they are immersed in the Harry Potter world. So one of the really cool features that we have is the ability to create your own wizard or witch. And so we'll use the camera on the Kinect to take a picture of the player's face, and then now that becomes your avatar in the game. So now it's you experiencing all those memorable moments from all the different movies.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
And you mentioned age there. Was that a challenge? Because obviously Harry Potter, it starts quite young, but then as the movies go on and the books go on, they become sort of more mature and the themes become quite dark. How have you dealt with that when pitching to maybe a younger audience? And have you got an age rating for the game yet?
We don't have an age rating yet. We're obviously, because we're targeting 8 to 12-year-olds, we're looking for like a E or E10 plus at most for this game. But I think we intentionally targeted a little bit younger audience because for some of these younger kids, especially like an 8-year-old, this may be the first time that they've actually seen something related to Harry Potter. And again, now that the films are over, we want to continue the franchise and bring new fans into the fiction and get them excited about the Harry Potter franchise. Yeah,
that sounds really good. And so, the game itself, are there things that you do with a Kinect controller that you wouldn't do with a normal controller?
Well, I think really the main thing is the fact that we use our body. So, for example, when you fly on the broom, you're leaning your body to cast a spell. You literally do this with your arm. So there's a lot of things like you're jumping or ducking to dodge things like in the Tri-Wizard tournament where you're running through the maze and things like that. So again, we really try to take advantage of Kinect. Oh, and it's hard to demonstrate it here, but we also have voice recognition. So for example, in the dueling club, if you want to cast Expelliarmus, you literally say Expelliarmus, or Levicorpus, or one of the other spells.
My daughter will love that.
Yes.
She already does it.
Yes. And that's really what we wanted to do because we see a lot of kids and they naturally just run around pretending to be, Harry Potter and they do this and they go Expelliarmus. It's like, hey, couldn't we make a game where they do the exact same thing? So that's what we've done.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
So does it involve all the movies or have you picked a particular one?
No, it's all 8 movies. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, because of time and budget constraints, we couldn't have every scene from every movie. So what we've done is we've kind of picked what we feel are some of the highlights from each film, and then put those in the game.
Okay. Now, the way you're describing it reminds me of Kinect Rush and Disneyland Adventures. Is that the right sort of ballpark if people are thinking what sort of game it is?
Yeah, it's similar to Kinect Adventures. I think the differentiating thing here is that we do have a story mode. And so by default, when you boot the game up, you're going to go into story mode. Okay. And so you will start out at year 1, and basically the different memorable moments become unlocked. So it's not like you can just jump to year 7 and play the Voldemort finale right off the bat. So you got to work your way and progress through story mode. And then once you do that, then there's a lot of other things that become unlocked. You can actually unlock other characters. So for example, let's say Hermione's your favorite character. You can unlock her, and now you could replay the game as Hermione. And then in addition, I mentioned the fact that you can create your own wizard. So you can now create your own wizard and then replay it. So instead of Harry battling the troll, it's you battling the troll, so things like that.
And is that a single-player experience or multiplayer?
Yeah, so the story mode is single-player, but then we also have multiplayer games in there. So, for example, like Quidditch, you can play that as single-player in the story mode, or you can play it as a multiplayer, so basically head-to-head multiplayer. There's also cooperative multiplayer games in there as well.
So is it dated, and do you have a price yet?
We haven't announced the price yet, but it is coming out this fall.
Look forward to trying it out.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for your time. That's all we've got time for in this episode of Family Gamer TV, but we'll be back with more soon.